Every Toastmaster begins each pathway with an icebreaker speech, which is a simple way of introducing herself to our club and our guests today. Karen will share a glimpse of her life and how Toastmasters has played a part in it. Please welcome Karen Leffler. Try it, you'll like it. Try it, you'll like it. Karen Leffler.
Try it, you'll like it. Try it, you'll like it. I'm sure we've all heard that phrase throughout our lifetime, whether it was our mother trying to get us to eat broccoli for the first time. Try it. Even Mikey likes it and he hates everything. Or maybe as a teenager, some of your friends were daring you to smoke pot for the first time. Try it, you'll like it. Maybe it was when you had your toes gripping the edge of a 40-foot high dive and your friends are yelling, jump! Well, it seems that in my lifetime, probably my biggest life-changing moments were try it, you like it moments, whether they were physical, professional, or personal. I'll give you a few examples. Growing up in San Francisco, I was the good girl, the rule follower, the good student, the never take a chance in life. In other words, boring. It wasn't until I was in my 40s and I was the mother of 3 very active sons that I happened to see the cover of a Shape magazine. It teased me. If you're not having fun on the mountain, don't come. But I wanted to have fun on the mountain. I wanted to feel that exhilaration of swishing down a steep slope and loving every minute of it. But that wasn't really going to happen if I was afraid of driving on snowy roads, on icy roads, afraid of heights, going up on a ski lift. So how would my sons ever get the opportunity to experience the snow, learn how to ski or snowboard unless I overcame that? I ended up signing up for a week-long women's ski adventure in Colorado, thinking that if I tried it, I might learn to like it. By day 3, I was hooked. It was the jubilation of the entire week to go down that mountain. I've been skiing ever since. That one life-changing moment led me to doing triathlons in my 50s, to hiking Half Dome, to hiking rim to rim in the Grand Canyon. And probably the most ultimate adrenaline rush was jumping out of an airplane at 14,000 feet, all because my 18-year-old son said, try it, you'll like it. And I did. Well, about the same time, my youngest son, who was 10, fought City Hall and won. By using his voice, he had made a difference to save a critical safety island in the middle of a busy intersection. It looked so effortless for him to speak, yet I was terrified of speaking in public. I was ready for a change in careers because until then I had had 3 very isolated careers: in cancer research, as a buyer for Macy's, and as a quilter for 19 years and as an entrepreneur. But I knew in my gut that if I could overcome that fear of public speaking, I could do anything I set my mind to. I just didn't have a clue what that would look like. We'll call it coincidence or serendipity, but Toastmasters was mentioned 5 times within 1 week. I knew when the universe was leading me in a new direction, so I very reluctantly accepted an invitation to be a guest at Diablo Champagne Breakfast Club. That was 25 years ago. About speech number 4, I had found my voice. My evaluators were saying, you've got the presentation down. Now try speaking from the heart. That changed how I spoke. That information led me to doing a new career in women's fashions in direct sales, where I was training over 200 women. I was doing fashion presentations. I was speaking at national conferences in front of thousands of women. But when Katrina happened, my whole professional life took a different journey, a far more personal journey. And while my business was financially successful, it was empowering and mentoring the women in my unit and watching their successes that was really my joy. So when Katrina happened, we started using our voices in new ways. We invited our hostesses to sponsor teachers who had lost everything in Katrina. We did fashion shows. We were interviewed in the newspapers. We were making a difference. We were using the fashion business to do good in the world, to make a difference. And we ended up wardrobing over 800 teachers from Katrina who had lost everything with 10-piece wardrobes. But after Katrina happened, several years later, the company that I loved representing went out of business. After I had been there for 12 years, I loved it. Now what? What was I going to do? I didn't want to build another $1 million unit. So how was I going to use my voice that I had finally found? And that's what I've chosen to do in the last few years, is to use my time and my talent to speak on behalf of nonprofits, whether it's preventing homelessness or fighting hunger in the community, or recently getting out my sewing machine and sewing face masks for hundreds and hundreds of medical workers. I'm trying new things. I'm learning new ways of being in this world today. I'm having virtual cocktail parties with friends. I have a website now. I'm selling things online. It's all new to me. We're trying to learn how to communicate on Zoom, right? So in conclusion, for all of you who are guests today, you joined us for your own personal reasons, whether it's to improve your communication or leadership skills or some other reason, but you've come to the right place and you have found the best club. What I can tell you from personal experience is, if you get everything out of Toastmasters that you can get out of Toastmasters, you'll never get out of Toastmasters. So I encourage each and every one of you to try it. You'll like it.
Thank you, Karen. Greatly appreciated. Excuse me, your message